I was going to say, one of the ideas I was going to pose to Lucy is, what about doing that celebration on the 31st of December, when it's at the end of the process, the transition, whatever. It's just the timing, it's so raw. There's so many emotions, some in mourning, some in anger, some in sort of, not in humility at all. And I have to say on both sides. Is it not too soon? What about doing that celebration closer, maybe deferring that to the 31st of December, when it's the end of that period?
I totally get there are, a few people in the UK that do feel almost a sense of grieving or loss. But, you can always confront grieving or loss in two ways.
Of that
and you can either confront it in a way in which you sort of continuously put yourself in a box and be very depressed and upset about it, or you can accept and you try and use every positive emotion you have to make the best of a bad situation. And I'm suggesting to Remainers such as yourself, instead of sitting in a dark room and being angry and upset and
nobody's angry or upset, Lucy. I'm not angry or upset.
Come out with us, have a party, we'll enjoy ourselves, and perhaps you can see Brexiteers finally as normal people who just have a different legitimate political viewpoint to you.
Gina Miller, let me ask you...
I've never seen Gina. Brexiteers as being different.
Okay, Gina, let me ask...
I have to say that's really a very negative categorisation, and that's unfair.
Okay, I'm glad you got that in. Let me ask you this, Gina Miller. Will you be raising a glass at 11 o'clock on the 31st of January to Brexit?
No, I won't. I'll be debating actually an economic summit, but I would do if it's the 31st of December and Boris Johnson has managed to pull off and we have a good deal and it's a close relationship. I would not have a problem with raising a glass on the 31st of December.
The idea of Gina Miller raising a glass to Brexit might surprise some.
A good image.
Because it's about us all. Look, I was on record in July 2016 after reference saying we're all Brexiteers now. The whole idea about everybody being against this, it was about something very practical. We can't revisit the last 3 years. A divided country does not prosper. We will harm ourselves more if we carry on these divisions. I accept that. But what I'm saying is I think it's too soon. It's like someone, the mourning period hasn't really started for many periods. Have some grace to defer it to a little later, to the end of the year.
It's not about grace, Gina. It's about celebrating people's efforts to make this country an independent country. It's proof that we can change things, and democracy does work for the ordinary person, not just people with fancy views from the cities who are congratulated. You congratulate each other and display your superior virtues to us. It's about saying that
Lucy,
ordinary
people
now have...
Lucy, I thought we were all about coming together.
I'm sorry, but the language you're espousing is not helping.
Yes, which is why I'm so happy to hear you be so positive about it. This is now an opportunity for an ordinary person to say we've been heard, and I think you should let them have that.
Lucy, will you commit now, as Gina has, to potentially raising a glass to Brexit on the 31st of December 2020 when we come out of the transition period?
I'll probably be raising a glass every day.
No, I know, but will you commit now not to demand that the bells ring then as well?
Sure.